Hello and welcome to the TNE Round 6 Tier 2 No Assist. This is the TNE National League. I'm your host DxT Hobo, and joining me as always is the lovely DxT Nevo. Alex, how you doing today, buddy?
Not too bad, not too bad. Actually, I actually quite like Baku. I'm kind of looking forward to the race. There's usually always something that happens.
Yeah, literally. Unless you're watching the race in the Tier 2 today, then there was nothing happening in the Tier 2 Assist League.
There was no safety car. I felt like there was quite a lot of overtakes. So I thought like that would have been exciting. At least you can. This is a track like a street circuit where you can get overtakes done. So it is a bit single file until that big ass straight, but at least you've got the opportunity to.
Yeah, 100%. Alright, before we'll crack into anything, I'm going to quickly read through the driver standings and the constructor standings. I'm just going to bring those tables up very quickly. Starting with your driver standings. I'll move that off there so you can see them, would help. There we go. So, in first place currently is Carl Dyer still with 65 points. In second place we have Ken Doyle with 55. His teammate Speedy is with 53 points. Then we have Scotty Harris with 51. We have Thierry Delaney with 46. Christian Havinga, aka Tweesprong, with 45. He's very close at the top here. Johnny Stokes is in 7th with 40. We have Harry Lilas with 34. We have Freddie Martinez with 25. Unfortunately, he got a DNF last race, so hopefully we'll see some more exciting racing for him today. Then we have Dennis Collar, Dutch Face with 18 points. Goran Udozic with 15. Mano Bigveld with 12. Rolly Shields 11. CeeLo with 4. Chris Murphy's got 3 points. March Tresandi with 2, along with Patrick Boylard. And yet to score we have Nicky Neiman and Decky Fabrice and Diego Cruz. Now what it does to your table for your your constructors table, leading the way, we do have the Williams boys with 108. Second is Ferrari with 91. We have the Racing Point on 83. Red Bull on 80. Alfa Romeo on 45. Renault on 40. Haas on 27. AlphaTauri on 15. Mercedes on 15 as well. And McLaren are last with 2 points. Okay, so a lot of you may have heard the sad news today that unfortunately we did lose one of the F1's greatest commentators. Iconic. The greatest.
Name anyone that's been better.
No,
There's no one better.
I can't.
Now we're stuck with Crofty. Yeah. He's the worst person ever. Anyway, I digest.
Anyway, so yeah, obviously Murray Walker unfortunately did pass away at the old age of 97. So he had an amazing life. So what we're going to do now, we are going to have a minute silence in his honour, in remembrance of him, for the F1 world really losing someone big today. So minute silence, please. Big loss to F1 there, Murray Walker. Alright, so anyway, I actually got a bit emotional watching that. I got really upset. Anyway, at the moment, no one's set their laps yet. I have a couple of messages in the chat to quickly read out. All dry from Ken, letting us know. Ken Doyle saying it's all dry, which is good stuff. And a lot of RIPs in the chat as well. So a big loss today. So far,
it's awful.
2 drivers gone far so far.
97 years old though. He done well.
He done amazing. Now, let's be honest. like I said, he had a great life. He's got the most iconic voice in Formula One. Like I said, if you grew up in the 90s, 80s, 70s, you knew his voice. And like I said, it's a real shame, especially when you hear what we've got now. We've got to deal with Crofty. So yeah, it's a big shame.
Like with Murray, like it was iconic voice, but then even when he made mistakes, like I don't think he ever got like the right car. Like he'd be saying, "Oh, it looks like it's this guy. Oh no, wait, it's the other guy. It's teammate." Like that was just amazing part of it. No one even cared. But like with Crofty, he just constantly says the wrong thing, and you're just like, "Look, how are you having a job?"
It's the technology as well. Like Crofty has got all the technology in front of him. Murray Walker's just got to look out the window and see stuff. Like a lot of the views they got after the race were so bad. And he did it alone most of the time. Like, obviously, he had James Hunt, which is another one. God rest him, he has now left us as well. But that was for a few years. He had James Hunt, but then most of the time, I remember him doing it on his own. Then he had Brandon for a little while.
I generally think Crofty has like usually 2 other people with him because he's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know many people that like Crofty, but maybe I don't think people probably dislike him as. I don't dislike it. Like I have no problem against him as a person. Don't know him, but his commentating is terrible.
No, it's not. That's the thing. It's not his fault, but necessarily. But he's had such a high bar to hit after Murray Walker. You can have the next best commentator in the world. It's not going to be Murray Walker, is it? Let's be honest.
No, obviously, but part of it, like obviously, you watch it for the racing, but the racing stagnated big time over the last few years. Like if we've been in terms of like, oh, you can't really follow anymore and all this stuff. Sometimes, like with Murray, like you'd still enjoy watching the race just for his commentary.
Because he knew when it's a bad race. Well. He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. And then, but when you listen to Crofty, like you're like, oh, you just made a bad race. Like if it's a bad race, you're like, the commentary is not helping.
No.
Like even Brundle sometimes, like Crofty will say something, and Brundle will be like, yeah, not really. This happens. He's like, oh.
And then a lap later, or 2 laps later, Crofty says the corrected term that Martin Brundle just corrected him on. You're like, wait, it's not a rerun, guys. You can't just do that. You made a mistake. Take the L.
Exactly. Even earlier on, I was watching just to practice earlier on, and Crofty said something, and the Brundle and Chandok were like, no, and he goes, oh, well, no, that's just what I was just saying. I was just like, well, don't say it. Yeah. You're an idiot. Stop commentating, please.
Go back to darts. Oh, big crash from Decky. Big crash from Decky. And at the start, his hot lap, so that's going to really put him back now. He's got to go back into the pits, do it again. Went too fast into that long straight. The little kinky corner is very difficult.
Yeah. So currently we have Harry Lillis on the provisional pole position on a 138.0. Within Patrick Boylard on a 139.0 in second. Third we have Ken Doyle. Fourth we have Thierry. Fifth we have Rolly Shields. Sixth we have Fred. Is Fred actually... No, he's not actually on the listings properly, so I'm just going to call him Fred. I don't know his surname. So his first name's
Martinez.
Fred.
Martinez.
What was it? It's not Fred Martinez, was it?
No, yeah. Fred is Martinez.
Was it D Crime? Was it D Crime?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's Freddie.
Okay. Freddie Martinez.
He changed his game attack.
That's cool. Freddie Martinez. That's all good. We've got Scott Harris in seventh. RP Mason, which is oh man, I'm usually really good at the names. I've forgotten them.
So because you've been away for a week, that's why.
Chris Murphy. Yeah,
Chris
Murphy in eighth.
Curly's in the chat as well. So I think say hello. He said, talk about the great interview you had. This is back to Murray Walker again. When after Damon Hill won the Damon Hill or Graham Hill, one of the Hills won the World Championship. Murray had and this is from Gaz. Murray had to identify cars from a couple of miles away, and the cameras were bad quality. Exactly. Yeah. An unbelievable guy.
Yeah, Murray was amazing at commentating. Like he had the voice for it though. Like you heard his voice and you're like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the thing. You know exactly what you're listening to. You could be blind and you can know what's going on. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Stokes.
But obviously, he was a big part of like me growing up watching Formula One. It was his voice for years still. So literally for like 30 odd years or something, maybe even longer. Everyone from like even my dad, who's like almost 60. Like Murray Walker was the man. So
100%.
Massive respect to Murray. Shame that he's gone. I think he gave up too early as well. He should have kept going.
Well, I think he left because he said the F1 was getting too dangerous, didn't he? That's why he left.
Well, yeah,
according to some
those,
rumours
but
anyway.
then,
Or some rumours.
But then it kind of changed pretty quickly as well.
Yeah. But it's just
anyway,
a massive shame.
Yeah. Anyway,
I would love to hear it one
hand
more time.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I saw when I watch some of the classic races come on, don't they?
Yeah.
And I watch some of them, and it's like a proper classic one. I'm like, oh, Murray, where have you been?
I will say, guys, that obviously, if you are that young generation that you've not heard Murray Walker, I'd recommend just if you've got the time, just Google Murray Walker or something. A lot of people know who he is, but just watch one race of his, and you'll see the difference of the commentary. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, 100%. You watch what you could watch one race, and his voice, it would make you want to watch more.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, this is sick. Like it could be such a bad race, and he'd be calling it like a bad race, but you just still be intrigued just to hear it because his commentary was good.
Oh yeah, Curtis said it was Damon Hill he interviewed. Yeah, do you know what? That wasn't good. Yeah, well, he's amazing. Okay, so let's go back to this anyway. Like, you're getting distracted. All right, so currently leading the way at the moment is Hasmania Harry Lillis, 130.0. Very good time from him. Everyone choosing softs, Alex. You've got two guys that are chose mediums for their first stint, or first shot, I should say.
I think a lot of people probably go out in the mediums, see what they can do, but obviously the medium, the lap time difference is actually quite big, so most people will probably go for the softs. I'm probably going to say most people will probably go soft hard as well. Depending on whether there's a safety car or not, that can completely change, but I reckon people will go on the softs. If they start outside top 10, so the next 5 might start on mediums. Opens it up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think I'm not too surprised seeing everyone on the soft tyres.
No, definitely. We know that softs they go about 7 laps, give or take. You don't want to take much more than that.
The normal thing is usually like go 7 laps on your softs, and by then they're proper trash, especially after the qualifying laps you put in, and then you put on a set of hards to the end. Some people try and go to the mediums and see them out. I personally always try and go like 4 laps on my softs, come do a double medium, but I think it really just depends if we see a safety car.
Yeah,
and it's pretty common. Like I know we didn't have one in our race, but I think when we commentated the other day there was one. Even in the Friday league there was one.
Yeah, the Wednesday and the Thursday league there were definitely one or two.
The Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday we raced in. I think there was one there as well. Yeah, there was. So pretty much all this week there has been a safety, at least one safety car. Around Baku, so there's a high chance of it.
Yeah, definitely. So it's going to be interesting because it does really affect what strategy you do go on to. Because as I said, if there was a safety car today, I would have most definitely got onto mediums and then tried a different strategy. But a soft hard, it's probably the easiest strategy to maintain. But we saw in the T2 assist league that a soft medium soft works really, really, really well. And I give Freedoms did really well to get second place there. He did unbelievable.
I mean, the hards are just super, super durable, and like they don't really lose time until you're like 20 odd laps on them. Like it's disgusting. Like they'll still hold the pace for 20 odd laps, and then it's only when it gets to I can't remember how many laps Garch ended up doing, but it was only like the last 3 laps where I really started to reel him in on my fresher hards compared to his. So I'm probably thinking it was probably around 22-ish laps maybe, where they started falling off. So they're super durable, and the pace isn't that bad.
It's not bad at all, but I said when in my position, I was sitting in second for literally the whole race, and even come out, pitted, come out in second as well. So like when you're being attacked by someone on those fresher tyres, whether it be soft or mediums, I had it with both of Freedoms. There's not much you can do. Like. Yeah, you can push.
They get is disgusting.
Yeah, you can push as much as you like. Like I said, I went the first time he caught me when he was on his medium stint, and I thought, I pushed him a little bit. I made it a bit harder for him. I didn't make it overly difficult. I didn't defend it too hard because I knew he'd have to pit. But then, he came in the pits. I think he was 2 seconds ahead of me. When he came into the pits, he came out 20 seconds behind, and within 7 laps was already past me and gone and finished the race over. Like, so there's not much you can do. It's ridiculous. But if you can make that 2-stop work, it's amazing. If you can't, like I said, Raukio did an amazing 1-stop. You can't really put it past him. The pace he had today was unreal. So I said it works either way, really.
I mean, it's different things. Like Freedom pulled off a really good 2-stop. Raukio is probably about, I don't know, half a second to a second quicker than everyone else in Tier 2. So his 1-stop was always going to be strong.
Yeah, definitely stronger. Okay, let's quickly read through. We've got 4 minutes left of the session now. So we've got Hasmania Harry still holding up his pole for the time being, 138.0. Johnny Stokes set a good time as well, 138.6. Very close with Freddie there, 138.6 as well. Couple of fouls up separating them there. 138.7 from TP, along with Ken. So and Christian Havinga. So this is going to be a very, very close race. These guys are already like so close together now.
Yeah, I was just on board with John Stokes, but it looks like he's backed out of this because I don't know. Maybe he had a bad first corner or second corner, but looks like he's probably just gonna.
Oh, he just set his
come around this lap and go again.
He just finished his lap. Yeah, he just finished it.
Oh yeah. Well, why is he on? Oh, it's just because I got fitted on and it says he's done 0 laps on him. So
I don't know. I think the board's kind of screwed up because I saw that earlier as well.
I think it's actually because everyone else is on 0 laps as well.
It should say 1 lap really.
I mean, the outlap after the outlap it should say 1, so it should say. Well, he should be on coming up to be on 2 really.
Yeah, it's kind of broken the way it worked out. I'm just on board at the moment with an Infinite March. He's coming on his lap now, doing fairly well. There's a bit of traffic in front of him, so I might hamper him a tiny bit. But we'll wait and see as he goes through Castle. I wonder if we're going to see a repeat of Leclerc "I am stupid" moment around here today.
Yeah, I know. I think it's very, very possible. Got Ken Doyle on his outlap as well, warming up his tyres.
Warming up my tyres. Izzy in the chat, welcome Izzy. 3 seconds and a VSC at assist tier 1 earlier. Yeah, 3 safety cars, sorry. 3 safety cars and a VSC. So no, that's a difference.
Yeah, well,
that's ridiculous. 3 safety cars. And I think in the Friday League the Friday League we had 1.
I think we had 2 safety cars.
2 safety cars? Yeah, two safety cars and I think a couple of VSCs. Thursday League there was a couple of safety cars again. I think it obviously made a difference because it was wet. We had a couple of wet races.
Yeah, the wet race makes a difference. I'm kind of surprised. Out of all the races we've done, I didn't DNF in one of them.
No, they've done well. Done really well. Here we come jump the wall.
It does help being back on my pad rather than my wheel as well, but obviously.
Yeah, he chickened out of his wheel.
It's not so much that I literally don't have the space.
No, it's fair enough.
With my computer and stuff.
In all fairness, the wheel. If you do make that jump from pad to wheel, it always feels like you're taking about 6 steps back because you are so much slower, and it's ridiculous. Like, most wheel people here can probably vouch for that. Like, you do feel so much slower. So it's kind of a real dampener on your spirits because you think you're going to go so much quicker. It's only until you really get the practice in, and like I said, like obviously if you got the space as well would help you a lot because you haven't got to put it away, get it out again. Because that really affects you. Because obviously you're putting it away, you're getting it out, and it might not necessarily be in the same seating position you was in the week before. So that always feels quite strange.
Yeah, for me, it's having the time to be able to practice more. Like I didn't have it. I have it now, but I don't have the space on my wheel.
Yeah, you've always got one, not the other.
Yeah, I know. Just currently on board with Ken Doyle, who is, I think he was 3/10 up on his time.
Let's have a look.
So,
jump on board we can.
Coming through sector 2, about to finish that. Half a second quicker at the moment, so this could be a really nice time. This could actually challenge Harry's current pole position time. Let's have a look as he comes around here, nice and tight to the curbs. Big old straight now. Let's see what kind of straight line speed he's got.
Very tidy, very tidy.
Does look quite nice. He does go further actually to the outside. Most people. Oh, he's cut back in there actually to the wall. And 138.2. Close. Nice
Good
lap time there from Ken. Nice to see Ken up there. I feel like he's. I think I don't know if it was last time that he'd actually done alright, but I feel like he's been screwed pretty much every single race.
So I'm trying to flick through to see Mano. Mano's DNF'd on turn 1 or turn 2 technically. Decky, I went to flick to Decky and Decky's lost his wing. So I wonder if he's going to keep on going.
Oh no, there's a crash at the castle and that has ruined Freddie Martinez's lap there. Oh, that's unfortunate there for Freddie.
Yeah, Patrick's out of the race.
Thierry was part of that. I think it was either Patrick. I think it might be Patrick's car that he crashed there, which then caused Thierry to obviously come through and hit him, which then caused Freddie to come through and hit. So that's pretty much going to be the end there, unless Dennis Collar. No,
everyone seems to have damage.
Yeah, they did this. This is it. I mean, I think Dennis Collins might have actually just been a poor lap, so he's backed out. Not going to be able to get another one in there, so it's kind of strange. Like these are some good lap times. I don't know. It's actually very close. For some reason, I was kind of expecting slightly quicker. Now, don't get me wrong. 38 zeros, 38 twos, they're all very, very quick. Actually, I just for some reason.
I think it's hampered because
37s.
Yeah, because we saw a 37 in tier 2, so obviously you expect to see that kind of mirror over here. But obviously there being no assists and stuff, it's very difficult. And we are missing them. I don't think Speedy did join us, did he? I think I'm going to miss Speedy in this race, which is a big shame.
Also, more importantly, Kyle Dyer, current championship leader.
Yes, very true.
Is,
yeah, he's not here either.
Which means a good finish, and obviously unless Joe joins for the race, with Ken Doyle sitting in second currently, 10 points behind, and with Harry's actually quite far down at the moment. You think he's missed a couple. Harry's currently sitting 8th on 34 points, 31 points behind the leader. So if Harry and Ken get a good finish, I mean Ken only needs to get 10 points to be on the same points as Kyle, and if Harry gets a win, that brings him right back into contention for a championship. So this could be very interesting depending on how it folds out for everyone.
Yeah, this is on for an exciting Baku race. Could go back to the chat quickly. Curly says he agrees with the comments that we're making about the wheel. He's been on a wheel since Christmas and he can't get nowhere near the times he could on pad. And it's just a learning curve. That's all it is. Same
time frame for me. I got mine just before Christmas.
Yeah.
I done it like the first day I got it, and then I don't play Formula 1 that often. I literally play Formula 1 like literally on my race days usually, just like Fridays. I race in obviously the DxT league. Saturdays I race and then I commentate. Other than that, I don't really go on it. So my practice time is not there at all. But obviously with the pad, I played Formula 1 for multiple years on the pad, and racing in the league racing has made me improve a little bit, but I'm a bit slower now because I haven't been racing on pad for a few months, so it's a vicious circle. But it's fine. Actually watching, there's some female screams.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get the thing turned down.
She can't hear it. Can't hear it?
Oh, no. So, if you jinx him, Alex, Carnage lap 1 and safety car.
I don't want to be jinxing anyone.
No. We'll leave that to you.
Especially not Ken. I think Ken's been jinxed enough, to be fair.
Alright, let's jump on board now. Sorry, we'll do the DxT starting grid with your drink alcohol proposition. We'll talk more about drink alcohol in a little while, but your starting grid drink alcohol proposition goes to Harry Lilas. Unbelievable time we set in qualifying there. And then second place we have Ken Doyle. Third we have Christian Havinga. Fourth we have Johnny Stokes. Fifth we have Freddie Martinez. In sixth we have Thierry Delaney. Seventh Mano Beekveld. 8th we have Patrick Boylard. 9th we have Scotty Harris. 10th we have Dean Fabrice. 11th we have Chris Murphy. In 12th is March Trisandi. So I always get his name wrong. Sorry, March. In 13th we'll have Dennis Collar. In 14th we have CeeLo Yellow, as I do call him. We have got no second name for him.
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Yellow because he's in the Renault. That's why I call him it. And then Roddy Shields, who did get disqualified from session, so he will be starting at the back of the grid, unfortunately. So yeah, there's no Speedy today. There's no Cole Dyer. So it's open up to these guys to really make the ground back up and catch up again.
Yeah. Obviously, no Joe Roberts, no Cole Dyer. There's no Nicky Niemanen. No Diogo Cruz.
I've not seen Diogo Cruz for a little while, actually.
There's no Goran Udosic as well.
Yeah, no Goran.
So I mean, the weird thing about Baku, I would say, is starting at the back of the grid actually isn't a hindrance like it is on some other tracks. Like it can be if it ends up being a very smooth race, then yeah, it can be. But I feel like around here something always happens, and it just isn't. If anything, you avoid some of the rubbish at the start. There's always something random happens at turn 1. There's always a little something stupid that happens.
Yeah.
And being at the back, you kind of go through that, and then if anyone picks up damage, you pick up some spots, and then you can kind of do your own strategy. And you know, you can come from the back to win here. Actually, I would say probably easier than some tracks.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll mention quickly to our sponsors. We are sponsored by Drink Alchemy, which is an energy drink out in the US. Hopefully, we're going to get them in the in Europe very soon. But they are basically an energy drink that helps you focus like a limitless drug, but without the side effects you get from certain winged-based drinks or beast-themed drinks where you get a massive sugar crash at the end of it. So fingers crossed, we do hear from more of them soon. Hopefully we get some proper tasters sort of thing. I wouldn't mind having a little taste of that Drink Alchemy.
I'd actually be a very good customer because I like my energy drinks, mainly because I always get tired, like after work and stuff, like as I'm putting like my daughter to bed. I always get tired around like the kind of 6:30, 7ish.
Oh,
anyway, we've got the few lights going here, got 4 lights, 5 lights.
And it's go! Sorry, you have to do it.
Going down into turn 1, had to be done. And Ken's got the inside line. Ooh, but he was very, very careful there. Probably cleverly. Christian Navinga there almost gets up into second, but stays into third. So they're all going around now. The timing board is being brilliant again and being wrong. So here we go. Got Harry Lillis, followed by Ken Doyle, followed by Christian Navinga, followed by John Stokes, followed by Thierry, followed by Freddie Martinez, followed by Mano, followed by Patrick Boylard, followed by Scott Harris as just there.
Yeah, it might actually, really cleanly.
CeeLo might have actually been in. No, he wasn't. Yeah. I mean, there was obviously an opportunity at turn 1, but other than that, actually, everyone got through it okay. Let's jump down a little bit. Everyone's kind of single file right now.
So, a quick mention of the
here we go. Looks like we've got Patrick Boylard there trying to go past. Oh, some of these. Oh my god, literally. Yes. Some of these views I just had there. In fact, it was Chris Murphy trying to get past CeeLo. Does manage to do it, and that right-hander just before the castle section. Oh, CeeLo's around the outside.
Oh, contact!
Badly!
How did that
not end badly?
How did that
not end badly? Fair play to the guys there. Fair play to Chris Murphy and CeeLo there, because that, I mean, people struggle to get through there on their own, let alone going side by side with another car.
Yeah, no damage on either car, so they've done it very, very well.
No, it was... Just
tell a lie. Sorry, CeeLo has got damage. I don't know if he got damage from that, but he's definitely got damage.
No, he's missing his other side of the wing, so he's got damage from
something else.
That might have been,
He'll be under attack massively now. If he can literally keep out the wall here, it's so difficult to do. Hits the wall, hits his teammate. Oh no!
And more contact now as well. Oh, that's awful. And then is Rowley actually okay, or is he going to come into the pits?
No, I think they're both coming in. I think they're going to be stacking.
Yeah, that's going to stack. That is one problem when you have wing damage on this track. You go through that little S section and you end up bouncing off that wall. And if someone's on the inside, I've had it happen to myself. I've gone down the inside and someone's bounced off the wall. And it's unfortunate that it's actually done in both. And now Rowley Shields is going to be losing a lot of time here. Double stacking behind the scene.
The worst thing about that with Rowley, obviously, nothing was his fault in that situation. He just kind of got involved with that, and now he's double punished with this stack, and he's retired from the race. I don't blame him. That's probably out of pure frustration, but to be honest, there's a long way to go. Like, he could have carried on there.
I mean, at this stage, it's very obviously we're just at the start of the race. And there could be a safety car, which will bring him back in there. Obviously, he's fuming. I mean, he was an innocent bystander, but then again, CeeLo did nothing wrong. CeeLo had wing damage. That happens so often. Not really much could have been done there, I don't think. So let's jump back on board now with the top 3. Harry's still out in front by half a second to Ken Doyle. Christian Navinga's sitting a little bit further back, but still can see them. So if anything does happen, he'll be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, this mid-pack is very tight. We've got more yellows again. It looks like it's Decky that spun round Dean Fabrice. Has he got damage? I can't tell from the angle. I think it might have been a spin, and it is just a spin, so he's okay. Oh, Mano picked up a penalty there as well.
My things are absolutely messed. Like, if you look where Christian Navinga is in comparison to Ken Doyle, right?
Yeah.
I've got it on interval, so it should tell me the interval between him and Ken. He is not 1.2 seconds behind Ken.
No, it's kind of frozen.
But then if I put it to the leader...
There we go. It's fixed now. I think it's fixed now.
Here we go.
Well, we've got a movement here from Mano on Freddie. Mano goes deep, it goes really wide, so Freddie will take that back on the switchback. Unbelievable move.
I thought Patrick was just about to clatter the stands close there as well. He went so deep there.
We'll jump back aboard and Mano. Can he get a run back?
All of this.
I don't think Mano's going to be close enough to make a move back. He's got to be careful as well because he has got Patrick Boylard right behind, waiting for a maneuver.
Patrick's gone too far. Oh. He went in too deep and decided to take the escape road, which was probably clever because otherwise he would have lost his wing. At least there, he's actually only lost a couple spaces.
Yeah, listening to a bit more of a Sum 41 in too deep.
I thought.
Oh, do you know what? That wasn't my fault. Before you guys say it's a jinx, that's not my fault. A couple more comments quickly. It is an energy drink in such. It's a mind enhancing drink. Okay, but we haven't got official taste of it yet, so I can't really comment on what it actually does yet.
It's not like it's like a mind enhancer more than anything. It technically, I guess, it's not an energy drink in that sort of sense, but it has all the correct ingredients to enhance your brain basically. So it's not like a generic. No. It's not like a generic energy drink.
But I would still call it an energy drink.
Full of caffeine.
Yeah. It's very, an energy drink, we know it stimulates the mind, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of along them lines, but without having that dirty crash, caffeine crash, or craving.
For anyone that's ever heard of like Rogue Energy or Sneak, any like those sort of the cleaner energy drinks that they use for gamers, I would say it's closer to that aspect. I would say it's in like a league of its own in terms of how it's been made and everything like that. But it sits in between. It's a clean energy source which stimulates the mind, more so than generic sort of things.
Yeah. Just during that, we did have an overtake from Mano. Did finally get past Freddie, but for Freddie Mercury, he said, "Will he come back?" He has got wing damage, I've noticed as well on that front end plate.
He is missing his end plate. I mean, the end plate's not proper shocking, but it does cost you time, and it gets to the stage where you've got to think, like, if you're going around losing time with a damaged end plate, if you pit and come in, like, how much time are you going to lose if you stay out? Luckily for him, he's coming to the end of his soft stint rather than being at the start of his medium stint, so he's actually can probably just go a couple more laps than if he's not losing too much time.
Also as well, you got to think like there's very difficult places to overtake, especially if he takes it carefully through these slower sections. The straight is the only bit where it's got that little kink in the straight. That's the only bit he's got to be really careful on.
Back end there from Freddie Martinez steps out a little bit. That's cost him a little bit of time to Mano. He needs to try and stay in that DRS zone and then slipstream. Mano locked up there. I thought he did keep it out of the wall. We've got Ken now.
Yeah, he's been DRS
7 tenths behind Harry. He's going to have DRS. Let's actually whip out the.
I thought he had damage as well. He didn't. It's just a bad angle from the camera. I thought he had damage as well. I will try and change from this view, guys. If I do get on this view, I don't like the view, the side pod view where you can't see anything. I will try and get on board like this. It's a lot easier to see.
Ken gained about 2 tenths down that straight.
Oh, we got a spinner at the back. It's Dennis Collar. He's okay though. He's okay. No damage.
Yeah, he's done alright. Not
sure that was about. As we got our first pitter, which is going to be Patrick. Obviously, that
Mano has managed to get past Freddie Martinez as well. They're going to be trading just lap after lap, I think.
Yeah, definitely. These two are going to be fighting it out. Yeah, the wing was doing a bit. Patrick wasn't doing him any good. I think he has now decided to come in for a new one, which I don't blame him. He's gone to the hards now, so he can get them to the end from here.
Oh, that's it. Ken now just needs to try and keep a bit closer to Harry going through this infield section. If he gets himself to if he's half a second behind by the time he's on the straight, then the slipstream with all the DRS and everything will actually help him out a lot more, rather than kind of gaining and getting more of the slipstream. He just needs to stay in that 1 second window.
Yeah, Curly's message said so the drink is not like I can't mention those brands, but basically it's the complete opposite to that.
It's not like that, because obviously with all of those ones you have all the sugar and all the caffeine, in which case what happens is you feel a bit good and giddy and a bit more energetic, but then you have like the kind of the caffeine and sugar crash to the point where you get a bit tired. It kind of probably stumps you over. You don't get this with this.
For example, I don't know this by hand, but I do happen to have a can of one of these drinks in my hand. Like the sugar content of one drink. 58 grams of sugar. As Ken does come into the pits. Ken is pitted.
He does have riboflavin.
Oh, we've got a move from Scotty Harris on Freddie. Does make that move stick. Will Freddie try to fight it? He's been very punchy down this first corner, but I don't think you can do much about that one. But especially that wing damage, you can't really risk it anything there.
Looks like Ken's going to come out some nice clear air. Now this is really important because the undercut around here is actually relatively strong. So if Harry's softs have gone off at all, like how close Ken? Oh, he had a bit of a slide on there. As I said that, I'm not jinxing him, but if Ken can have a good outlap, he might actually jump Harry in the pit stops because he was close behind.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to give a quick shout out to my boy Toby. Probably the youngest viewer we've got today. So hello Toby, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're enjoying the race, enjoying the commentary.
Welcome, Toby.
Yeah.
Nice
Let me know who your favourite driver is. If you're looking forward to the new season.
Who your favourite commentator is? Named DxT Hobo. Just to let you know.
Yeah. Cheers, man. I don't think we're going to get that. It's Gad's son, so I don't think we'll get that.
Oh, well, in that case,
Toby, all you got to know is me and Nevo are commentators of the year. Okay, so if you don't learn anything from today, take that home at least. We are the commentators of the year, not Daddy, but me, Uncle Hobo, and Uncle Nevo. If
you could tell your dad, just ask him when he's going to be more like Nevo and Hobo, then that'd be fantastic.
So let's have a look with Harry. Is he going to go pit? No, staying out.
He stays out. So okay. Well, Ken's still got a nice clean bit of air. So. Well,
Christian's gone in though. Oh, so has Johnny. And Thierry and Mano. Oh, contact in the pits! Oh no, Mano's in the back of Thierry. Oh, he's going to have to change that. Can he get a wing change?
He's going to have to change that wing. He has. He's got the wing change. But it's going to cost him. Ken here now is going to come out. Obviously, Scott Harris. The gap's not that big. The gap between Harry and Ken, it's not that big. I mean, obviously, pit stop wise, I don't know.
Let's have a look. 16 seconds. 16 seconds. But the thing is, this is when the soft tyres are going to start to fall off massively. So, Ken, in theory, should be starting to reel that in very slowly.
Unless Harry's thinking of going to the medium tyres. But, I mean, they do maybe do... I mean, they're not going to do the 19 laps really that well at all. Unless it's going to think I'm taking these going mediums and then maybe softs at the end, maybe with a safety car. But, I mean, I think a pit stop around here is it what? It's one of the short ones, right? It's about 17, 18
fairly
seconds.
Short. It's a very fast entry and
within
it's very
that window.
Quick out as well, isn't it?
Very fast entry, in and out. So, looking at the times, I mean...
He's cutting that time down. Window. 15 seconds, he's really cutting that in.
I mean, the undercut is strong here, so Harry's probably going to have to try something different. He might try and extend the softs. I mean, the standard thing is lap 7, so I'm expecting... I'm going to jump on board with Harry now. I'm expecting him to pit now, but let's see what he does. Oh, I thought a Renault crash in there, but...
Very, very quick was Harry through that section there. Let's have a look. Get back on board with him. It looks like he is starting to come in. Yeah, I think... Yep, he's coming in. He's coming in. All right,
coming in. He's sticking to the board with Ken.
So Ken, I think he's going to get him, you know. Look at the gap.
I mean, Harry's in his box now, going for a set of hard tyres. And Harry's out. Straight. Harry is out, but obviously Ken is at full chat. And he's going to be braking here, but Harry gets that short corner, and Ken does get him. The undercut has paid dividends, and it's big.
Massive.
We're talking probably 2.5 seconds. Let's have a look. What the gap when it settles down?
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, it looks about 2.5 seconds. Yeah, I mean the undercut is strong round here. I mean, to be fair, Ken was only about half a second back. Like 5 tenths to 8 tenths back. So he had a very, very, very good chance of doing it. Oh, a bit of a lock up there from Harry.
Yeah, undercut extremely strong here. So jump on board with Freddie as he's on the back of March Trasandi. Got DRS wide open in second DRS straight. Does make the move. Should make that very easily past him, and does make sure that March has got no way to attack back. So he's up into 10th place. Good move there from Freddie.
The only thing which is going to work in Harry's favour is his tyres will be... Oh, I thought he just clipped Castle, but he didn't. That was done to perfection. His tyres will be 2 laps longer, which will make a difference, but only really at the very end of the race. The hards are really super durable, and he only has to do about 20. Well, he has to do 20 laps on them. Not even that, actually, like 17. Oh my god, maths. Use your words. Anyway, he only has to do like 18, 19 laps on them. So that won't be too bad, whereas Ken's going to have to do, I think, about 21. Still perfectly fine. I don't think his tyres are going to go off enough. but this is going to be unless there's any kind of safety cars, this is going to be a straight race to the finish now. And Christian Havinga is in it as well.
Yeah, I'm on board now with the other Chris in the little train he's got forming behind him. He's leading the way at the moment with Chris Murphy with Dennis Collar right behind and Johnny Stokes. There should be a good little run to the end. Somehow though, that setup is really helping him keep ahead of Dennis. I thought Dennis would have him really quickly.
Some people do go low wings here just for the straight. I mean, it's hard to overtake through the obviously through the corners because it's a street circuit. So if you're quick down that straight, you can defend and attack. Or Chris Murphy went defensive there.
Yeah, I thought Dennis would have a little look as well. He had a little look.
I think he did have a little bit, but it looks like now he's got the slipstream. He's got his overtake on. He's rinsed his ERS big time to try and get the job done, but he has got it done.
Round the outside as well. Very impressive.
Yeah, John Stokes now is on the back of Chris Murphy. Has a much more ERS than Chris as well.
Yeah, Chris has really rinsed that out and must have used a lot on that home straight just to keep ahead. I want to jump back to Manor. I think he's got a move possibly lining up with Scotty, but Scotty needs to catch up to the back of Thierry so he could use his DRS to really help him out there. Very close at the moment. So his train's getting ever much longer.
Literally from Dennis. Well, obviously Dennis is just overtaken, but from Chris backwards, it's actually quite a close battle. Obviously Scott is a little bit further back, and he's got Mano on the back of him, but he's catching up to the back of Thierry here, so it won't be too long before they're on the back of this train, and you're gonna have like a 6-car-ish train.
Yeah, so Chris is really struggling. Chris Murphy, like I said, he's already starting to lose touch with Dennis, which he doesn't really want to do. He needs to keep within that DRS. Because
yeah, he'll gain Dennis back straight as long as he's within the time he needs for the DRS detection, which I don't actually think.
Oh, he's running low on the DRS as well. I don't think he's got it.
No, he hasn't got it. John Stokes is about to go past him. I'm expecting Thierry to go past him as well.
Yeah.
Getting into the slipstream, switching to the slipstream with John Stokes, and they both go up the inside here. Thierry could actually have a run on John Stokes here as well. He's going to go up the inside, is he? He does. He puts it up the inside.
Good defensive work.
Plenty of space. Yeah, plenty of space. It was opportunistic.
Oh, damage on the back.
No! That was damage to Chris Murphy's car there. Thierry thought he was completely clear of Chris there, moved back to the racing line a little bit more and took off some of Chris's end plate. So that's unfortunate for Chris. Oh, and he drives really deep. Oh, but keeps out of the wall. And he's got his teammate now, Mano, right on the back of him. I'm assuming
he wants to let him out of the way really quickly and then hold up Scotty.
Mano's going to manage to get past Scotty, and Chris still is in front. He's going to try and probably hold on, I think. It's hard to... I mean, he could let him go here maybe, but...
He needs to, really. But it looks like he's defending him. He is defending him.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't know how Chris Murphy and Mano are like. We don't even know if they're friends, if they're talking or anything like that. So there's not always a lot of love between teammates in league racing unless you manage to partner up with someone that you.
Yellow flag ahead, and it's Dennis Collar.
Oh no, it's Dennis Collar. He spins round, and there's someone coming up behind him. It's Freddie Martinez, and he avoids him. So that was okay.
Mano did get past Chris. So Chris.
Mano has, yeah.
Mano has been released.
It's gonna actually give him a bit of breathing space to Scott Harry. Oh, Scott there getting a bit. He's lost some of his end plate. Lost his front right end plate there.
Yeah, more yellow flags again, and we've got Decky stuck in the
in the castle section.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's lost a lot of his wing there.
Both sides, yeah.
So easy to do. So the castle section is a proper annoying section. Up at the front here, Harry has caught dropped the gap to about 1.5 seconds from the 2.5 that it was, but it has been a few laps in doing so. Both are relatively healthy on ERS. Harry is using more. Christian Havinga the gap's still relatively similar actually to him and Harry. We've got Thierry quite close now behind John Stokes as well. Not close enough.
Handles this. Oh, Decky hits the wall again. Lucky to keep his wheel on there, but yeah, that wing damage really affecting him now. He's gonna have to come in pit there. But Harry, look, he's reeling him back in very quickly.
Yeah, he's just dropped half a second of him on a couple of corners here. So whether that was a little bit of a mistake by Ken or Harry's just really getting they've got the bit between his teeth and is going for it. He takes that castle section really nicely. Castle corner beautifully. But again, ERS wise, is actually in favour of Ken here.
Yeah, I was reading the chat. There's a couple of messages about talking about accents and stuff, and they're saying that the if you get like a vinyl record and play it slow, it sounds like a Brummie accent. Speed it up, but it's more Scouse. Which I can get that. But Brummie,
yeah.
especially if you're from Dudley, you sound a bit like this, talking a bit like this, a bit sad, a bit depressed, like. Yeah, but I can't. Scouse is a bit more excited, like. I can't do Scouse at all. I'm not going to make out I can do Scouse.
Harry is reeling in Ken right now. I don't think he's going to be close enough by the end. It is obviously a long straight, but they're coming to the end of it. But he has gained quite considerably.
A lot of hers you're used there as well.
Straight alone. Yeah, I mean Harry's down to 30%. Ken actually only used a little bit. He's down to 50. So Ken managing the ERS slightly better, but Harry has managed to get in there. I would say Harry got a better corner there as well. So DRS wide open, but gain a little bit more. We could see an overtake at the end of this lap. Thierry's still behind John here, so John Stokes racing nicely. Gaps staying. I mean, the gaps are kind of. I mean, you got Christian Hevinga dropping off the back of Harry a little bit. Harry's catching Ken, and the gap between John and Christian is kind of staying similar. It's not changing too much, and Thierry's just obviously on the back of John there. Mano 2.5 seconds back. I'm going to keep an eye on that because I think he's gaining actually. Scott Harris is dropping back from Mano, and Freddie Martinez is catching up with Scotty.
It's all could be the setups as well. Like I said, some people have opted for a setup that helps them through the corners, and it's maybe not so good on the straights. Some people have done the opposite, so they're not very good through the corners, but they're really quick on the straight. So, like in this situation, I think our setups were kind of a mixture of both, so that they were not very good, particularly or not very.
The setup we use obviously was actually good through the all the infield, but the problem is this. If anyone got in the slipstream of you were sitting duck. Like I literally had no speed. I could gain like half a second going around a lap time, going through all the corners, and I'd lose that, if not more, down the straight just because of the setup. Yeah. It was a good setup. Don't get me wrong. It worked really, really well. Obviously, you got Amar the win in a tier 1 assist, but for myself, not being able to overtake was really problematic.
Yeah, so guys, let us know what your setups are like. Because obviously, we ran a 2.6 wing. So what did you run? What would you run around here? I'll jump back on with Patrick Boyle-Eyes, going side by side with CeeLo. Before the DRS, Patrick spun. Patrick has lost it. He dropped his back end and he's now spun as he waits for a clear moment.
Oh no!
Oh, that wasn't waiting for a clear moment.
Dennis was very observant there and managed to get out of it with I mean, it's cost him a bit of time to
cost him a place, I think,
Chris
as well.
Murphy. It might do actually. Chris got a really, really good run off there, and obviously Dennis had to pretty much slow down. So, although Chris isn't really getting in the slipstream of Dennis there, so it's actually not going to cost him anything. He's getting close towards the end, but he's not going to be close enough to go for a cheeky little lunge.
No, I thought he would done because I think the gap looks like it was decreasing massively. Maybe
Scott Harris makes it out in front of him.
Did Dennis use any overtake maybe to just make sure of it? I think that was a bit of a silly move there from Patrick. I think it looked like he was waiting for a clear moment and then suddenly chose the wrong moment to go.
I think sometimes when you're trying to kind of like reverse or spin your car around, you try and do it, but then your car does more of a movement than you expect it to.
Yeah.
So he might have just been caught out, gone like, oh crap. But Dennis was aware to it. It's not ideal, but he was aware, and nothing happened, luckily.
Yeah, I'll jump on now with Harry.
Harry is very close to Ken.
Yeah, this is going to be.
He's within that time now. I feel like Ken's quite quick, but the slipstream is going to be quite strong. ERS is in Ken's. That's very similar now. Actually, Ken's not using though, and Harry is. I think
he
Ken's
still can't catch it. I think Ken's setup looks very, very quick.
Very, very rapid. Ken always knew he was going to be leading. He always knew that he wants to do some overtaking if he had to, and if he had to defend, he didn't want to have to make it hard for himself. I think that's why Harry's catching up throughout the rest of the race. It's very similar. Similar situation that we had. We could catch up through the corners and come to the straight. We just might not always be able to do it.
Yeah, Ken's at the moment winning the setup strategy. So we'll come back to that in a little while. A couple more chats again. They're still talking about accents and Brummie accents. As Danny says, you can win the lottery. Still sound depressed. You can. Brummie accent. I won the lottery, but it still sound depressed. Look. And it's like very, very similar to Liverpool. They do lose like quite a lot. Dan, what you doing? I got a weird word. Yampoi. You're yampoi, Dan. Dan, you're so yampoi. You're not normal. There you go. That's my little brief accent anyway. I'm back on board with Harry.
This is so close between Harry
Oh,
and
yellow
Ken.
flags again. It's a Mercedes.
Sector 1.
Is it Chris? Yeah, it's Chris again. He's not having a fun time on that wall.
No.
That's a big wing loss.
Yeah, his wing. Oh, he's got to go around the whole circuit with it as well.
I'm going to come back on him later. I want to see how he handles the straight.
A couple of attempts here. So this might see him quite nicely.
That's what he needs, actually. A couple of attempts. That's all he needs.
Harry saved up some ERS though.
Ooh,
he's deploying early.
Wall, bit of tap on the wall. That's going to cost a bit of momentum, but I think he's going to get
Harry
him.
is very close. Harry's so close. Ken isn't even using ERS right now. Harry is rinsing it. He's gone to the inside to defend it, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. He's going to slot in behind here. But ERS wise, Harry used a lot to get that done. Whereas Ken's still sitting over double of his ERS now, so if Ken can keep it within that second, he'll get him back next lap.
He made a mistake.
Corner
He's
from
knocked
Ken.
out.
Yeah, this DRS here might actually get him back in it though. We'll have to wait and see. Harry's definitely got some good pace right now.
That's potentially cost Ken that lock up there. I think Harry can really push forward now and get through. He's already broken DRS. Nowhere near
and
it
he's got fresher tyres as well than Ken.
I did shout out. Toby, I did just shout out, mate. I did say hello to Toby. Was you not listening? Another hello to Toby. Our youngest viewer at the moment. I even asked Toby a question. I said, Toby, who's your favourite car? Who's your favourite driver? Not in this league, but in general. I wanted to be interesting to know that. What do you think of Crofty? There's only one answer to that question.
Pokemon. Every kid loves Pokemon.
Pokemon's amazing. Pokemon's amazing. And
amazing.
Like I said earlier, obviously you can rewind it and have a listen. But we are the best commentators of the year. Not Daddy, but Uncle Hobo and Uncle Nevo, commentators of the year. That's the only thing you need to learn from today.
How old is Toby?
I think Toby's young. I think he's about 3, 4. I'm not entirely sure. I've not really asked, to be honest. Guys, how old is Toby?
I have to, just to make sure I can be super PG. It's all good.
I think Toby's young. I think like Olivia's age, actually. A little hook up there. Just saying. Bit of matchmaking. Olivia and Toby.
Don't be trying to pimp out my daughter. Who do you think you are?
It's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done. I'm Uncle Hobo. I live life on the edge.
No, don't you? You and me we have to replay the scene from Bad Boys.
Oh yeah.
The first time a bloke comes to pick her up, mate.
We gotta do that.
Pop it off.
Definitely got to be done. But then again, he marries her though. That's the problem. That's the big thing with that. Sorry if it ruins the film for you.
That won't be happening.
Spoiler alert.
That won't be happening. We only react in the first scene. We won't be done other stuff. Ken now dropping back now. 1.5 seconds between Harry. Harry's got some mighty pace at the moment at this stage of the Grand Prix. I think the only thing that could have changed anything now would be a safety car, because they'd probably both come in for softs at this stage.
Or if damage to one of the cars, obviously they lose concentration, make a mistake, which is very doable around here.
Oh, speaking of that, Harry, it was just perfect.
The thing is,
perfect. But,
Ken did the exact same. I thought Ken hit the wall as well. I thought Ken knocked it up. He done very, very well.
It was literally perfect for both of them through there, but because of the nature of it, it just looks like I thought Harry was losing his wing, to be honest, or a wheel.
I mean, with 10 laps to go, let's have a little quick penalty check. So I've seen a couple of fly up. Thierry's got 3 seconds, Mano with 3 seconds as well, and Patrick with 3 seconds. At the moment, it's only really going to affect. It won't even affect Patrick or Thierry or Mano or Patrick actually, because they're all a bit gapped out at the moment.
Christian is actually catching up with Ken. The gap's 1.7.
There it is.
Not having the best second phase of the race at the moment.
But he's still staying within 1.7 of Harry as well. So I don't think he's catching Harry, but I think he's sort of staying in that. I think he's in that dirty area, the dirty air. It's kind of hampering him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the gap. Obviously, Christian done well to catch up because he was quite a bit further behind, but he is gaining on Ken. So that could be we could have a nice, interesting finale here.
Yeah, Thierry that's got to the back of the yellow flags again.
Sector 2.
Patrick.
And I think it's not. I think it's Patrick Boylard through the castle section. I'm trying to look at his front wing, but it's giving me some helicopter view, which is actually quite nice. But I want to see the front wing. He is missing.
Yeah, it looks like an end plate, possibly.
Well, it's hard to tell because obviously the end plates are painted black. So
yeah, the one time you actually want to see an actual bad view, it gives you that one.
It's giving me a 6-6 shot, but let's have a look.
Yeah,
Into this
massive
corner.
wing damage.
He's missing both. Yeah, he's massive. He's missing both end plates there, so that's bad for Patrick. Dean is just coming through Castle unscathed, so that's always good to see. And Christian Havinga now, the gap is 1.3 seconds to Ken. So Ken has lost quite a bit of time on this lap, even to Harry. Yeah. Gap now to Harry is 2.5 seconds, and Christian has actually gained about half a second on Ken as well.
Yeah, speaking of Havinga, normally we have a lot of chat with his fans. Not been very quiet today if they're even here, and they're going to miss a potential podium from Christian Havinga.
A podium I don't think's too much in doubt unless he hits the wall, but could see a second place coming here, gaining now on Ken as they're going down the straight.
And all his fans are going to miss it.
Well, yeah.
Got a big Dutch following as Christian Havinga.
The Dutch fans are so passionate. Like anyone that's Dutch who races on any kind of platform, has such a big following all the time.
Real life or virtual, they don't care. They're happy. They'll be sitting there wearing their orange around their laptops.
That's literally it. It doesn't matter. If you're just Dutch and you race, you're going to have fans. They'll find you.
And they'll show up in there, hundreds of thousands, all wearing orange.
They will. There's not much else going on in the race, actually. Everyone's kind of gapped out a little bit. The only other people that are close is Thierry to the back of John Stokes still, but he has fallen out of that 1 second area. But Mano is catching to the back of Thierry, so another lap or two and something could happen here.
Toby's 2, Alex. There you go.
2. Fair play to him.
Yeah, fair play, Toby. But yeah, hopefully he has got a favourite commentary team, and it is learn DxT Hobo, DxT Nevo. That's all you need to know, Toby.
That's all he needs to know. That's the only important thing he needs to get out of today's session.
Yeah, literally, that's it. Just learn something today.
No!
Crash again in the middle! Did he get involved in it? Yellow flag, full safety car. Full safety car.
Oh, this is what it needed, but Decky crashed into Castle, and then obviously Patrick came around the corner, blindsided, straight into
Johnny Stokes is still going, he just got stuck. Johnny Stokes he's actually okay, got no damage, but he just got stuck.
As if he got a 5-second penalty for that. Now it's even worse because he's gonna serve it now in the pits, and then it's not gonna get removed.
So Scotty,
that's the one thing they need to change about this.
Be careful, Scotty. There's a damaged car ahead. I think. Oh, Fred's going again. Fred is back going again. I think that was very strange. Very strange.
It's all fine. It's all clear at the castle.
Yeah, castle's
clear
now
at the castle. We have Dennis coming through. And then we'll have, is it?
Oh, that's unfortunate. So here we go, yeah, they're all coming in now, yeah. All coming in, soft tyres for everyone. Soft tyres, go to soft tyres here.
This could be a good final. This could have saved Ken.
It's definitely going to save Ken. I wonder if Thierry's going to get held up though with his teammate just pitting ahead of him.
Let's have a little look-see. Jumping on board now.
Technically, he shouldn't. There's a big enough gap, but mediums.
Oh, he has a little bit. He's probably lost about maybe about a second there.
Splits. Oh, he's still stuck though. Oh no, never mind.
I mean, maybe he might not have a new set of softs. Possibly. Maybe he's already softs up and he's not confident of them going. I mean, the safety car's going to be out for probably at least 2 laps, maybe 3. So I think he could have got softs to the end, but maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he doesn't like them.
So Mano stayed out.
Mano did. He's on hard tyres. Maybe he's just going for track position.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Interesting decision that he stayed out though.
A lot of drivers have gone for mediums. Obviously, it is 11 laps, give or take, to the end of the race. 3 of them will be under safety car.
Well, no, we got 7 laps. Yeah, 7 laps to the end of the race. The softs can definitely do that, especially under the safety car. You've got Ken and Harry on the softs, and Christian's gone to the medium. So it depends whether Ken and Harry had a fresh set of softs. If they don't, then you might actually, if Christian can hang in there, the tyres might fall off coming into the last lap or 2. But it's whether he can be close enough, because the time on these soft tyres is much quicker than the mediums.
Extremely quicker. Toby said that his best com team is Gaz and Hobo. So I'm in, so I don't care.
Nah, he's lying. He's warped. He's been brainwashed by his own father.
Yeah, but back to F1 anyway. I do think Mano's going to really fall down this pack now, though, after the safety car restart. With everyone on either medium or soft, he'll be lucky to hold a points place here.
Yeah, it could be tough for him actually. I mean, it depends because I mean, if he's got the speed down the straight and can hold him off through the corners, he's going to be alright.
But them stars will take a while to heat up. That's another big problem as well. So by the time potentially Harry and Ken are going to be gone. Then a lap later, so is Christian, and obviously by that point, Thierry, Johnny Stokes, Fred, Scotty, all their tyres will be be perfect temperature. Whereas Mano will have to wait probably another 2-3 laps after that before they could really be used properly.
Yeah, I mean Mano, it depends really. I mean, obviously we got that. I think it's Chris Murphy at the back there, as we're kind of waiting for him to catch up with the pack. Everyone else will kind of be caught up relatively soon. And he's still going around the castle section.
Yeah, where's Decky? Decky's must be stuck in that pack as well. Here he is.
Yeah.
Not too far near the front. He's probably in between TP and Johnny Stokes by the looks of it. Oh, that doesn't really help. I've tried to look backwards with Decky, but it doesn't really help you at all.
What did Thierry go to the mediums? He did. I mean, Mano might actually kind of be okay. The mediums are quicker, but the hards are. You can be quicker on hards. Like you can have some good pace, so he might actually be. He might be able to hold off Thierry and John.
Yeah, it's a definite shout there. Definite shout. Alex, if I was you, I would look in the chat, by the way, just to throw it out there. I wouldn't look in the chat.
What chat?
In the YouTube chat.
Oh, I don't watch it.
He said, sorry Nevo, but you are less obnoxious than Crofty. Yeah, you are a less obnoxious Crofty.
Wow. Wow.
That's an insult. Anything compared to Crofty is an insult.
Oh, that's disgusting. I'm never speaking to him again.
So Christian's gonna look like he's gonna. Chris Murphy's gonna look like he's gonna catch up. Probably next lap. So I think one more lap on the safety car, and then we're gonna get going again.
Yeah, because they go slow down this big long straight. He'll probably be on the back of them, come in just after turn 1, maybe even before that actually.
Yeah, his tyres should be nice and warmed up as well, so should be ready to fly off.
Yeah, see, he will have that advantage actually. He'll have some much more warmer tyres compared to the others. I mean, he's still going to have to probably follow another lap though. I don't think it's going to come in yet. He still has some time though. If you can catch up, no, it's probably not going to make it.
No,
it's not going to make it. It won't dive in. Sometimes it will dive in, but it's usually decided by now.
Yeah, it's normally after that first corner, last corner, isn't it? Proper corner. Just in sector 3 because it's such a long straight. Quickly have mentioned to our lovely sponsors from DxT Alchemy. I say DxT Alchemy. What am I about? From Drink Alchemy. So yeah, so hopefully, so if you are in the US, guys, do look them up. They are a mind-enhancing performance drink that's going to basically enhance your focus, enhance your abilities. A bit like a limitless drug, but without that horrible crash you get with certain other winged-based drugs or beast-based drugs. Or drinks, I should say. Sugar-enhanced, caffeine-enhanced rubbish that I am currently putting into my body right this second.
But it tastes so good.
That's the thing. I reckon by the sounds of what Drink Alchemy have got on offer, that could taste even better. And if it doesn't give you that, if it doesn't get that horrible crash or the stomach problem even, because I don't know with you guys, if you do drink some of this stuff, your stomach can be a bit funny afterwards, if you know what I'm on about. A bit runny. But yeah, if it doesn't do that, I
definitely will like Drink Alchemy. Like, I've tried some of the clean energy drinks, and they tasted okay, and I felt like a lot more alert, and I didn't get that silly little crash, and I really did like using them, to be honest. So when Drink Alchemy's finally over here, I will definitely be purchasing some.
Just quickly message Patrick Boyler's in the chat says, what a joke, man. Patrick, what happened, man? We saw there was a bit of an incident in Castle, but we didn't exactly see what happened, so let me know.
I told you what happened. Decky crashed into you.
Is that what it was? Did he hit Decky?
Well, yeah, Decky hit Castle, and then he came round obviously unawares and hit him. But it's one of those things. I feel like sometimes you crash it, like you'll see a car crash and they'll smash their front tyre, and it will stay on, and then you'll clip something really slow, and the thing flies off.
It all depends on angle as well. That's what happens to that. But I think the big problem with this game is that it doesn't really tell you early enough about a crashing castle with the yellow flag. So we've got your safety car is in this lap. So I think it needs to really
There's also
stretch
not much you can do at castle either.
No,
it's kind of just if someone crashes there, there's gonna be some collateral.
Well, in a race situation, that's it. If you see a crashing castle, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a red flag. Let's be honest. In real life, I'm on about.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to get a crane down there to move that car. So
this game can't even sort out its penalty system though, let alone actually have the.
Sorry, there's no contact between Mano and Tweesprung, and there we go.
They'll have to get that removed.
Yeah, definitely. I think Tweesprung was weaving, and Mano basically didn't. I think he realised he was that close to him. But
Mano's waiting.
I think
Harry's
he's still
gone.
Waiting. Harry has gone. Restarted this. Tweesprung's already
got
jumped Ken.
Caught Ken napping.
Was that before the line though? That's a big question.
I think he's okay. He hasn't given it back. He would have given it back otherwise. So Christian Avinga now past Ken Doyle. Ken Doyle with a poor restart. He's going to have Mano has held on as well. Oh, Mano clips the wall. I think he got away with that. I think that was tyre to wall more so than wing.
Wall. Yellow flags at the back.
Sector
we have
that's
Chris again.
Oh, Chris.
He's not having a good day. He is not having a good day.
No, poor Chris. He's had a. I think the other side of his wing's now gone to the other side of his wing.
Oh, for God's sake!
Double downforce on the other side. It's just flown off now, but
you don't want that. You want double downforce on a wing.
Double downforce on one corner. I think Harry's going to pull away. No, Thierry's managed to get Mano.
Good move
down the inside there. Lovely. Yeah, that was a really nice move from Thierry.
Yellow flags again. We've got more
yellow
damage.
Flag. No, it was that CeeLo.
CeeLo. Oh, he's done damage there as well. And again.
Oh, no.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
Oh, his tyres are spinning up. He's got going though, but he's missing a wing. Oh, and that sort of purpose crash that is CeeLo. That's not. No, I'm not actually streaming. Oh, and then there's Chris just to add insult to injury.
If you can record that, Alex, on the.
How do you clip that? Hang on.
You go if you go to the broadcast, you can kind of clip it that way. Safety cars come out again. But yeah,
really?
We don't condone that. If that was what you say it was, we don't condone that at all.
Wow, he didn't slow down.
But that has caused another safety car. Unfortunately, that doesn't help Decky, who we're on board with at the moment, because he's still a lap down to everyone. Ideally, he'd be let through, because it's actually quite easy to let through, and he can kind of get his lap back. Yeah, easily.
I wish there was something in place, like even in real life, like obviously they let the lap cars go. I reckon in the game they should implement that, and it's just a case of the lap car like on a straight or something. I mean, you could do it on a straight or not any track. It gets to the straight, the lap car goes past.
Okay, Decky's gone a different way. I don't know where he's going now. He's not having a good day today. I don't know where he was going. I think it's the low toss in the broadcast tower there. But yeah, but the thing is though, like I remember back in the day, like a couple of games ago, a couple of F1s ago, that was a thing, and it said you can overtake and get back to overtake safety car from being a lapped car.
It says it now, but the problem is when you try it doesn't quite work the same way. It penalises you usually.
No, but I said
or
sometimes
it messes up the rest of the field.
Yeah, it'll either say to do it, and then you attempt it, and no one's really used to it, so they don't let you through anyway. Or you get and then you get that penalty on top of that, or you don't get it at all. You're just forced to sit behind the leaders, and you can't do anything. Yeah. And so your race is basically over at this point. Let's be honest.
It's just one of the things that's broken in this game. To be fair, has been for the even in the last game.
Yeah, I said there was a point where they had it in the game. I can't remember which F1 it was. Oh, Decky's hit the wall. But yeah, I remember there definitely was a point in the game where the online races you can unlap yourself. Guys in the chat, if you know what game this was, what year F1 it was, then let us know. But I definitely remember it. Just quickly read some more messages in the chat. Speedy's joined finally. A bit late, better late than never, Speedy. He said, "Come on, Ken." More chat from Curly and Lexi and Gaz. Izzy's been very quiet today, probably in the tier 1. A traitor. Traitor, is he? Your boy Ken's in third.
March has gone off on the behind the safety car. He's stuck. Looks like he's outbraked himself. Has he ended up over there? He's gone left though at the right-hander. He must have, maybe he's bailed out of it. He must have bailed out of something, or he's spun round. Maybe he's spun, because that's not a usual place to try and go.
Yeah, it's quite weird. I thought he cut the corner. I thought he cut the track. I'm like, how did you do that?
Yeah. When I saw him where he was, I was like, how has he managed that? So he's either spun and gone in there, or he's tried to back out that corner and managed to just keep it out the wall.
Decky's coming.
Speeding in the pit lane from Decky.
Yeah, he's come. I think there's been a retirement from Decky. I think. I can't see him staying in the race, or he doesn't care anymore. I don't
think I've seen Decky ever retire though. Decky's not usually someone that will give up. He just keeps going. Just finished the race anyway.
Well, he's one lap down, so he's still within 90%. If obviously 2 more cars crash out and DNF, he's got a point.
He needs someone to. I don't think he'll be able to do it though. There's 2 laps left. He'd need 2 people to crash out next lap.
Yeah. Oh no. We'll have something major for him to get a point. Yeah. But you never know. It's Baku. Don't know.
Anything can happen. Only lost 3 people to be fair.
Izzy said she's not asked so damn. What's up, Izzy? Come on, Izzy. You've joined us. We're here to cheer you up. We're here to make you happy. The race champion, current the driver's champion, or driver's leader, I should say, is here in the chat. Kyle Dyer, welcome. Wish I was racing, but I had to work. That's such a shame, that Kyle, man. But all you're doing now, you're just giving these guys a chance to catch up. That's all you're doing. Make it hard for yourself, buddy. You got to tell your work. Well, look, I'm leading an F1 race at home. I've got to come home. I can't work today, man. That's what you got to do.
Well, Ken currently is in a position to take that championship position off of Kyle. Ken actually needs a good restart here to try and get past Christian Novinga.
Yeah, he had a really bad one. Lost him second place.
Yeah, he was caught out a little bit there. I mean, he might be alright here. He might be able to get the jump on Christian. I think as well, obviously there's not going to be any DRS the rest of this race now, is he, either, so he's going to have to...
no, there won't. He's down purely on...
He's really going to need to get a good restart.
Purely on setup, but we have seen Ken's setup does look built for low downforce.
It does look quite quick. It does look quite quick. No, never mind. I think Ken was just trying to get some rear attempts. I mean, obviously being on the softer tyre, he's got the advantage.
Here we go.
Nobody has the advantage of grip. So here we go. Harry will now take over being the safety car.
I'm going to stay on board with Ken. I want to see his restart this time. I think it needs to get a better one, I think, if he wants any chance. But softer tyres as well compared to the mediums. He should be easy for him, but if it's anything like we did last time, yeah.
If he gets caught napping, Thierry and maybe even John will be through.
He doesn't want to get stuck behind any more medium runners, let's put it that way.
No, if he drops any more, if he gets a bad restart here, this could be where he finishes. It's going to be hard. So, Harry's still not gone yet. And he's gone... Not yet, still he's logging this out. Second row.
Now he's gone. He's gone now.
And he's gone now. So where's Ken? Ken looks like he's had a bit of a better one, but I don't think he's close enough to get an advantage there. Christian Novinga trying to break the slipstream. Does do it. Thierry not close enough. John Stokes maybe tried the outside. Oh, that was Freddie Martinez. Definitely tried to go for that late break-in sensation. No,
Thierry
no
making a move as well
on
on Johnny.
Thierry and Johnny Tiger making a move on Thierry, and he gets the job done. So John now up into 4th position. Ken's obviously close behind Christian. Harry, I think, just needs to keep it clean and will pull away on those soft tyres. Ken ran a little bit deep there. Yeah, it's giving me some proper trash ones. They gave me that really sick helicopter one, and it's just giving me absolute garbage right now. So Thierry, they're down to 5th. Freddie Martinez on the back of him, but being pressured big time by Dennis Collar. Oh, he's so close now. You've got Scott Harris, Mano, Chris Murphy, Mark Trisandi.
Mano's very close to Michael Scott as well.
Yeah, he is. I thought he went a bit too deep there, but he didn't.
The F1 centipede coming your TV soon. That's what it feels like right now. Everyone's stuck behind each other right now. As Mano gets a really good exit. Can he go alongside? It's going to be very close though. This could be a massive crash.
Oh, Scott ends up going wide, clipping the wall. That might slow him down. And then Mano decides to give it up. That's not really a cut. People can try and go through that corner, but they're laying badly for the guy on the outside usually.
Alright, I'm on board with Ken. Can he do anything? He's very far away from Christian. ERS.
He needs a good speed up. He needs a good speed up. Maybe save some ERS and hope that he can maybe do a run down to the line.
It's going to be very close. Now look at the gap. Harry's the
fastest lap of the race. Ken hasn't really gained much over Christian there. Literally like barely a tenth. Oh, Ken gets a slide on. Oh.
He's on board. Mano and Scotty, they're still battling it out. They're going to turn 1 and turn 2. Mano does get him on the exit of turn 1. Clips the wall for a little love tap, I think. No damage, I don't think. Gets away with that, but Scotty's
going to come back at him. He's looking to go up the inside. He looks like he is.
No, thinks
didn't quite have the pace there. Thought he might be able to get a little bit further alongside him. Oh, Christian Havinga's got a penalty though. I completely forgot about his penalty.
Oh yeah, he does. Of course he does. He's got a 3-second penalty.
Ken doesn't actually need to overtake him. And the people behind him have penalties too. So, Freddie Martinez can see himself jumping up here.
Oh, Mano again on Dutch face. Contact between him and Freddie though. That was a bit of a risky move there from Mano, and he's just going to lose a couple of places, I think, because of it.
Yeah, he's lost his wing. Oh, made it through Castle okay though.
Yeah, I think Scotty backed out that potential move there. I think Mano getting a bit impatient on the last lap. Bit of a mistake there from him. He did.
Well, it's
I don't
not
think
that
he
you've got to try and make
Freddie
something
too
work.
much. But yeah, definite mistake there from Mano. Does lose a place to Dennis there. As we jump back to the leaders now, as Harry basically hasn't put a foot wrong today. Let's be honest. He led the race from.
He got jumped in the pit stops, but since then he caught up with Ken, overtook Ken, and has kind of been in control of the race the whole way through. Actually,
Yeah,
going to come across the line right about
for
now
someone that's meant
take
to
the
be
win and the fastest lap of the race. And Tweesprung there comes across the line.
Ken gets
to
second.
third, and Ken gets second. Thierry comes across in fourth. Freddie Martinez fifth. John Stokes sixth. Dennis Collar seventh. Mark Trisandi eighth. And it's gone off my screen.
Yeah. Just about to say, for someone that was too sick to commentate, yet won a race. We're mentioning that in the chat, I think. Too sick to commentate, but you're fine to win Baku, though, aren't you, mate? Very strange, very strange. There we go. Just wait for the champagne to be poured as you see your race winner Harry there. Brilliant race from him. Bless him, look how ill he is. He can't even do the champagne properly. He's so ill. But there we go. That is the end of the race. I'll quickly run down officially your final order. Harry Lilas is your race winner. Perfect race from him. Fastest lap as well to top it off as well. Bit of a cherry on top of the day. Good weekend from him. Then second place is Ken. Thanks to that penalty, he does take that place back. Christian Havinga is in third. Fourth place is Thierry Delaney. Freddie Martinez is in fifth. Johnny Stokes is in sixth. Dennis Collar comes in seventh. In eighth place we have Mark Trisandi. In ninth we have Chris Murphy. 10th, rounding up your point scoring, will be Mano Bigveld. And then 11th we have Scotty Harris. 12th is Decky. And our three DNFers today were CeeLo Green, Patrick Boylard and Rolly Shields there. So no points for Renault. Bit of a big shame from them. Hopefully we will get these three guys in for a little chat after this race. Quality race, great commentary. Thank you very much, guys. We do enjoy it. I think we enjoy this more than racing sometimes, or most times anyway.
I actually do generally enjoy commentating more than racing.
And so if it's fun for us, then we hope it's fun for you. Because if you're experiencing the fun we have doing this, then we're doing our job right. This is why we're commentators of the year. I'm just going to throw it in there again. This is why, because we were voted by the people for the people. Thank you very much. Well, there we go. I will now just get in these guys to the party. So we did have the very ill Harry. We'll get him in. Ken as well. And do you have Tweesprung on your friends list, Alex?
Nope.
I don't think I have either. I'm going to check. I got Harry.
Search it.
I was checking. He might appear offline, so I'm just double checking, just in case. No. Okay, let's get him. Hopefully, he's still in the session. There he is. Hello, Tweesprung. Let's get his add friend there. Quickly get him invited into the party. Welcome, Harry. Just going to get quickly Tweesprong in here. Ken's joins. Your first and second place are here. Me and Tweesprong are now the best of friends. Let's get him in. As soon as Tweesprong gets in, we can start with your interviews. There we go. Okay, so here is your TNE, no assist, tier 2, Drink Alchemy, Victory Lane. So welcome to the victory lane. We will start with our third place. Did cross the line in second, but with penalties, unfortunately, knocked him down to third. Sorry, Christian. You had where was your fans today? You had first of all, you had no Dutch fans. I'm disappointed. You're on the podium, and no Dutch fans in the chat. What's going on with that? First of all,
I don't know. I saw at the first races. One friend of mine, he asked if he could watch the race. I said, yeah, sure. And then all of them just came in, but yeah, not anymore.
No, and the day you need them, when you're in third, they're not here. Well, well done for today.
Yeah.
I've got to give a special mention. That safety car restart when you jumped Ken probably was one of the best restarts I've ever seen. But we'll go back to that in a second. How was your race in general? And then how did you do that restart?
Yeah, well, I think I had a decent qualifying. I started P3. And then at the start, I managed to stay in P3. But the first stint, I couldn't really keep up with the guys ahead. So after that, on the hard stint, I was almost pretty much 3 seconds behind every time. But right before the safety car, I started to close a little bit on Ken. But yeah, and then the restart came, I overtook him and I got a penalty, so yeah. But I'm very happy with the result, of course.
Yes, it is a fantastic race. The safety cars did really help you out, brought you a bit closer together, made it a bit interesting for us as well. But it was a fantastic race. I think was it another quali 1-2-3 and a 1-2-3 finish again, same as what we had in our race. Alex.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, so
yeah, it was.
Very rare to see that, but yeah, that was a good race for everyone there. So well done for your third place. Unfortunately, obviously, you did cross the line second, so you could take that bit home with you anyway. You did finish second, so well done for that.
Thank you.
So we'll move on to our second place finisher. Crossed the line in third, but penalties upped into second. Ken, you was a very lucky boy today. You nearly lost second place. What happened with that restart? You seemed to get caught napping a little bit.
I just put down the power a bit too early, and tyres were cold, so I had a lot of wheel spin and just didn't really go anywhere.
It looked like you really were like half asleep. I was like, oh god, I'm racing again. By the way, well done for your second place. So how was the race from your point of view, pal?
Qualifying was happy with that. Harry put in a very good lap, so I think second place was the best I could have done. The start got a good jump, but into turn 1, Harry held it around the outside, so happy enough to keep second place, and then pitched a few laps earlier than him onto the hards and got ahead of him, but then on the hard tyres he was just quicker, and tried to keep him behind as long as I could, but decided to let him go then. I was hoping to stay in the DRS, but wasn't able to do that either, so happy enough with P2 in the end.
Yeah, so yeah, because we were watching your race, and you did seem to have, like, obviously when Harry was chasing, he couldn't catch you. You wasn't using much overtake or any ERS, that kind of stuff. What was your wing setup for today? Because it looked like it was really built for straight line speed.
I think it was 2.5.
2.5, there we go. That makes a lot more sense. We'll go back to well done for your second place. We're going to ask Harry the same question as well. But thank you very much for racing. It's a fantastic race from yourself. Okay, now here is the biting point I've got now with Mr. Harry. Not well enough to commentate on our race, well enough to win the race in Baku, though, isn't it? Very strange. Yeah, it's like coughing now. Yeah, now start choking. How are you feeling, Harry? Are you okay? Well, are you well now?
Yeah, I'm well now. Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, well done for quali. You set a really quick time, 1:38 dead, I believe it was. Basically, led the race from start to finish. You got jumped at the pits, which we thought was a bit shocking. So, what was your wing strategy before we move on to the race? So after Ken was doing a 2.5, what was you doing?
Sorry, you cut out a bit there for me. Sorry. Just repeat the question.
What was your wing strategy for today?
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was running 3.5. So
3.5. Okay, so there
a little bit more wing.
Yeah, we did see that then. So we did see you were struggling really to overtake him on the straight, and then you had to really rinse your overtake to get that move done by Ken.
Yeah, well, the goal was I knew he'd overtake me on strategy there because I definitely stayed out too long. I'm going to admit it got to a point there where I was sort of skating around there like on an ice skating rink, especially through sector 2. The reeds were just slipping out from underneath me, so I knew I'd lose the spot. And then the goal there, I chucked it into lean, and I tried to keep up with him, just do Mr. Consistent, and just keep the lap times up, but just keep it in lean, conserve, and then I used a little bit to get into his DRS, and then I held on to him for a bit longer, sitting sort of lean, standard, rich on the straights, and then it got to the point where I'd saved up enough, and I got past him on the straight, so. Pretty good. I don't normally do that sort of thing, so I was proud of it.
No, it was very good. So literally, I call it the race weekend. It's been 2 hours, but I said the race weekend literally been you dominating it. That quali lap was run real. I did think you can get into 120, the 137s, but I said a 138.0 is ridiculously quick. But yeah, so well done for your race win. You're really dominant. Nevo, have you got any questions for either driver? Any driver?
No, I think Ken. It's like obviously you jumped Harry in the pit stops. Obviously the undercut's quite strong, and as Harry said, I kind of thought he stayed out a little bit too long. What happened? It looked like you struggled for pace on the hard tyres, especially when Harry started catching up with you. Was that tyres, or was there any reason for it?
I think I was just struggling through sector 2, so Harry with the higher downforce probably helping him a bit there, so I saw through the castle section I was losing nearly 4/10 a lap to him, so it wasn't helping me at all.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, but yeah, that's all the questions I have, Hobo.
Thank you. So guys, thank you very much for joining us for a little chat. We have our next race is Canada. How are you guys feeling? We'll start with third place. Canada, you confident for Canada?
Not really, actually.
No?
I haven't done much practice at Canada, so a lot of work to do this week.
Oh, there's a lot of practice, a lot of sim training.
Yeah.
Well, we'll hopefully see you back here again. Ken, Canada, what's your thoughts on Canada?
I usually end up doing 3 or 4 pit stops for wings, so I'm not really looking forward to it.
Well, you got around Baku without too much damage, so that's difficult enough. So fingers crossed, you'll be okay.
Hopefully.
And Harry, for Canada?
Yeah, coming off Baku, which is one of my strongest tracks, Canada's certainly one of my weakest. So it's probably my least driven track in my sort of overall F1 career. I've barely driven this Canada, so I'm not exactly looking forward to it.
Oh, possible 3 different drivers in it for interviews next week. I will say though, Ken, I think if maths serves correct, Alex, he is the current championship leader.
Yes, yeah, he should. Yeah, he will be. He should be in head by about 8 points.
There you go. So you got a lot of things to fight for.
Harry's gained a lot as well. Harry's probably about 10 points back now, but with his win, but he's brought him right back into contention.
Cool. So hopefully we'll see a proper fight next week for a potential new leader again, second one in a row. But guys, thank you for joining us again. Thank you for watching. This race, if you didn't know, has been dedicated to the late great Murray Walker, who did pass away today. But thank you all for joining us. Hopefully we brought a bit of that magic that he used to bring. Obviously we're not a touch on him, but anything we can do to make anything near him is amazing. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week for Canada. Until then, see you next week.